is going to occur tomorrow, right where you live.
You are listening to the award-winning WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast station of Harper College and its Board of Trustees. It is time for streaming.
The headphones over here, they go in and out when it's not like pressed in the right way, so then I can't hear you talking and I freak out. I'm like, what's going on? We're good.
We're good.
I'm just not going to move.
The thoughts and ideas presented on this show are our own and not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees. And our opinions are the voice of our show, Nina and Chris, Streaming Verse. You can head on over to YouTube Live right now on the Harper Radio channel and listen there and see us as well. And you should be able to hear us just fine.
And today, even in this room.
In both rooms, it should be nice and loud for you. No more turning your volume up and down, depending on which one of us is speaking.
Yep. Very exciting.
So, weird thing that has nothing to do with the show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like corn chips? Fritos corn chips?
Yeah.
They're impossible to find.
Really?
They're impossible to find. So since Halloween that I've noticed, like around Halloween, I like Fritos, like if you're going to have a nice cheese and tomato sandwich or maybe some soup, I like some Fritos with them, the Fritos corn chips specifically.
Yeah.
Since October, they have been almost impossible to find. So I will go 2 or 3 weeks. And again, I don't look for them all the time, but I decided like 3 weeks ago I wanted Fritos.
Right.
I just found them today.
That's crazy.
They're always out, and I've looked online, can't find out why. It's crazy. But the Fritos flaming ones are there.
Of course.
Chili corn chips are there. The Twister corn chips are there, but not the plain ones. So I bought 3 bags. So I feel like people look at me like, why do you need so many corn chips? It's like, because I have to stockpile.
Yeah.
And they don't expire till April. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. All right, nothing to do with the show, but
that's interesting.
And I was talking to a coworker in North Dakota, said the same thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Shortage on corn chips.
Yes. So that has nothing to do with Streaming Verse, but it is a serious issue that corn chips are a problem.
Yeah. Fair.
Now I have to stop this. Yeah, my problem is I keep forgetting to not press assisted, to take it off, take it off unassisted.
Got it.
So the PSA always plays.
Oh,
at the beginning of the show. All right, so it's Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris. Keep it tuned to WHCM 88.3 FM, or you can listen to us on harperradio.com. And, of course, right now we are live on YouTube. Just go to the Harper Radio channel. First up, we're going to talk about things we've watched in the past week. And apparently, Nina, you've had lots of time to watch lots of things.
Yes. So I have spent the last week or so in quarantine, not because of me. I was fine. My brother had COVID. He's fine now. Everything's fine.
We're all good.
Everyone's great. It's great. But I had a lot of time to watch things. We recently, as a family, got Apple TV Plus.
And what did you dive in with?
Okay, you're gonna absolutely judge me for this because I did not hop on
Ted
and
Lasso?
watch I watched 4 episodes.
Well, so you watched 4, so you apparently you didn't love it, but what did you dive into though?
I watched the entire series of Dickinson.
Of course you did.
Okay, hear me out. I love Haley Steinfeld.
Of course, Hawkeye.
Yeah. I love Emily Dickinson. I love poetry, reading and writing poetry. I love it. It's so good. It's so good. 100% recommend it. I was told it's like Bridgerton, not not in the way that you'd think, but like in the way that they use like modern language and music, and I don't know, it's so funny because people know so little about Emily Dickinson historically. They just know kind of interpret through her poems because her poems weren't published until after she was dead.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the interpretation of her on the show, I think, is exactly how like high school me reading Emily Dickinson's poems envisioned her.
Oh, that's cute.
So,
that's a good viewpoint for the show.
Yeah. So I really, really enjoyed it, and now I'm really sad it's over.
How many seasons was it?
3.
Yeah, you were locked down.
I was locked down. Hear me out, though. Each episode is like 25, 30 minutes, and there's 10 episodes this season.
Okay, so that's not that bad.
It's not, it's bad, but it's not, not too bad.
Those 20-minute episodes go like
They go really fast. And it's super strange because Wiz Khalifa is in it. And John Mulaney.
Really? I didn't know that.
Billy Eisner. John Mulaney plays Thoreau. And it is absolutely hilarious.
I can imagine.
The show is fantastic, and I'm so sad that it's like over like forever because it was just so well done, and every episode is named after one of her poems. And at one point in the episode, Emily Dickinson recites the poem.
Oh, nice.
And they kind of interpret it into, they kind of center the writing around the poem and interpret it strangely into a plot. And I think it's really cool.
So if you're taking a class on her poetry, it might be a good idea to watch her show to get some ideas about interpreting her poems, especially if you're stuck. Because sometimes poetry classes can be good or bad. I took a poetry class here at Harper, and I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes they go, well, what do you think it means? And you say what it means. They're like, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry for having an opinion that you asked for. Okay.
I'm just so good at overanalyzing everything. So that's why I think I like poetry so much, because I can come up with like a million different reasons why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always go back into, yes, but at their time, this meant that. It's like I knew that.
Right.
Then why did you ask me? Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes.
Well, I discovered a new show myself this past week. It is so bizarre. It's called Chillin' Island.
Yes, I wrote this down.
And it's on HBO or HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about 3 friends who go do outdoorsy things. Now, one of them is a rapper called Ski Mask.
Of course.
And none of them look like they've done much outdoors.
Okay.
Like, they definitely would rather do rapper things, participate in rapper activities. In fact, the last show I watched was they wanted to try peyote.
What?
Peyote? It's an Indian thing. It's kind of like mushrooms.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's a psychedelic type thing. And like, you know, like Native American, just smoke the pipe. Did you think I said something else?
No, I thought you were talking about like mushrooms. Like, I've been playing too much Stardew Valley. It's a video game. But
so it's like 3 friends, and they always have a guest on, and it's a reality show. But it is so funny because they are so out of their element. They don't belong where they think they are. And the narrator is this comedian named Stephen Wright. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's from like the 80s, 90s. He's very deadpan. He's very monotone, very deadpan. So the narration is even more bizarre on it.
Oh my gosh, I need to watch this.
And I went on TV Time to check it out, and there's only like 168 people like who've said they're watching the show. Someone says this is the worst thing in the world, and other ones like this is the most hysterical thing I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
Because they talk about the stupidest things, like they're walking up this tall this hill, like they're in the Red Desert, which is in Wyoming. Well, when they're trying to come down, you know how when you come down a steep hill, if you're not tracking yourself right, you could run downhill too fast. Yeah, one of them starts running down because he can't control himself. Oh
my gosh.
Yeah, my first reality show that I'd have to say actually am enjoying.
I definitely have to check that out.
So I would recommend that one, especially if you. It's also nice because it's not too fast. It's very slow paced, so it's a nice one to have on in the background too.
Nice.
So
yeah.
What else? Because we know you were watching some more things this week.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly, because there's quite a lot. We utilized Netflix Party so that my brother and I could watch things.
In different rooms?
Even though he was in the room across from me, he was quarantined.
I love it.
So we would call each other, and it would take us more time than the actual movie or episode to figure out what to watch.
Right.
But we watched like 3 episodes of Zack Stone's Gonna Be Famous. It's on Netflix. It's Bo Burnham. It's hilarious. It's so stupid. I love it. And then we watched The Runaways, which he got me to watch by saying, it's about Joan Jett and Kristen Stewart's in it. And I said, I'm in. And it was really good.
Yep. That I haven't seen it, but I mean, I know who The Runaways are. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. I also watched Long Story Short on Netflix. And it's one of those that, like, I think it's a Netflix original, actually. So you know it's going to be a stupid rom-com, but I almost cried. It was really cute. It was so predictable, but it was so cute, you know?
Those, yeah.
And in, like, you know, we're in quarantine. I was like, I need something cute like
predictable.
that.
You don't have to think. That's a nice thing about predictable.
Exactly.
Is you don't have to think. You just watch it, and it's going to have a happy end. That's why I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And then because we got Apple TV Plus, my family is a big Peanuts fan.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all the Snoopy stuff on there. So with my dog, who is Belle, named after Snoopy's sister, her and I spent 2 nights watching 2 full series of Snoopy. One of them was a Snoopy show, and one of them was Snoopy in Space. It was great. We both very much enjoyed it. I cried. Woodstock made me cry. It was fine.
Aw. Did I ever tell you that Snoopy swears?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
There's one where they go to Paris.
Yeah.
He's actually swearing in French, and they played it on American TV without censoring it.
I need to rewatch that one now.
Yeah, because he's yelling and talking really fast. Someone, my mom's partner Susan, was visiting here, and we had it on TV, and she's like, she's fluent in French, so she turns around, she goes, "He's swearing!"
Oh my gosh! Like, Snoopy in Paris. I'm writing that down. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that is amazing. And then, real quick, again because familiarity and quarantine, I rewatched so much things, not full things, but like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Jessica Jones, Agent Carter. I rewatched the entirety of WandaVision because, like, my comfort, everything. Scarlet Witch.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Obsessed. Frozen 2. Comfort movies. Leave me alone. They're so good.
I just had to deal with lifeguarding, and they were playing the music from the Disney movies, and they had Hercules going.
Oh, so
and
good.
They were all, like, the coaches who were all like, 27 were all singing these songs.
Oh yeah.
So I'm guessing you didn't even watch an episode of Sense8 yet. Which is fair. Don't.
No.
Yeah, I haven't watched WandaVision yet. This is not a judgment. I'm still looking forward to seeing what you say about just watching one episode of Sense8.
You know, it's been on my mind. Meaning, whenever I was on an app and I passed it, I was like, oh yeah, I still need to watch that.
Again, I haven't watched WandaVision yet, so it's no pressure.
Which is a crime.
I know. Well, it's not a crime you haven't watched Sense8.
Okay, fair. Okay, I'm circling it.
I love Sense8.
It's already circled down.
All right,
on the page.
one more thing before we go to a break. Don't Look Up on Netflix. So good.
Don't tell me not to do something. I'm going to do it.
That's the movie. Don't Look Up.
Oh. Can you tell I've been in quarantine?
Don't Look Up on Netflix. Leonardo DiCaprio is in it. Jonah Hill. I can't think of who the female actress is. Anyway, it's really good. It's very satirical and actually kind of applies to what we've been dealing with in the reality of world, where an asteroid is coming and it's going to hit Earth. But it's not a good time for the president, who's Meryl Streep, because her numbers aren't good. So we don't really want to talk about this. So they start talking about it. Kate Blanchett is in it as well.
Okay, I'm watching it.
And I forget who the other actress is, and I have to now look it up because
It's been on my list because I think my brother watched it and he was like, you have to watch it. It might have been a completely different movie, but
Jennifer Lawrence.
oh,
Yeah, it is so good. So I highly recommend that.
I'm writing all this down.
All right, and we will be back after this. You're listening to Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris, and we just got over talking about the things we've watched in the past week. We got a couple PSAs coming, and then we're going to talk about some apps that we're using and how we're using them. And, you know, if you got any suggestions, head over to YouTube Live on Harper Radio channel and tell us what apps you're using to manage all the things you're watching on all the multiple streaming services. We'll be right back.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
You just missed your morning alarm and had to skip breakfast. You need an energy boost, and I have just the fix for you. You need to listen to Cross Country, a music show with a little bit of country but a whole lot of variety. Hosted by Ashley N., tune in every Monday at 11 a.m. on WHCM 88.3 FM or harperradio.com to hear your favorite country hits followed by songs of other genres. Even without your morning dose of energy, you will never stay hungry when you listen to Cross Country.
Yes, Cross Country, I believe that's on. She just said.
Mondays at 11.
Mondays, I know. I mean, I knew it, but then I blanked, and I'm like, but she just said it.
No, I love cross country.
Just real quick, before you get into what's hysterical over there, the thoughts and ideas presented on the show are our own and not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees.
It's really not that hysterical. It had the chat to top chat, so I wasn't getting anyone's comments. And in the comments are Mars and my brother. And
chatting away?
Yeah, they're just chatting to each other. Mars said, "You're right, Chris. I've noticed that problem with corn chips, too."
Thank you, Mars. Thank you.
And then Deegan said, "It's Jennifer Lawrence." Way before.
We found it, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, apparently you'll be on top of the comments for the rest of the show on YouTube Live.
Yes, so please comment. Join us. I got it now.
You're listening to Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris. So right now we're going to talk about some apps that we're using to manage all the different streamings. I mean, as much as part of the reason we're getting what we're getting with all these streaming is about 15, 20 years ago, people said, I don't want to pay for 500 channels that I'm not going to watch. Mm-hmm. which was the beginning of the end for all of us. Now we're paying for 20 streaming services, only watching 2 shows on each one. So we're in the same boat, spending just as much money, but you can't keep track of it because it's not on your DVR anymore.
Fair. I never had that problem.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just letting you know, you now know the stem of this problem.
Yes.
And also I worked in the industry. So I worked
Okay.
at AT&T, was part of all this and
Right.
the content delivery and everything. So I kept hearing about it. It's like, yeah, apparently they found a way to still make tons of money and everyone's still broke. So I'm going to start first with an app we both use.
Yes.
IMDb, Internet Movie Database.
I did not know it stood for that.
Yes, it does.
I don't know.
And when we first started the show, we actually shared our lists with each other to get, which I didn't know
my
was a
gosh.
feature of that.
Yes, we
Just
did.
to make sure that we had some things in common that we'd be able to talk about.
Anything, really.
Yeah, the worst part about IMDb app for me is when I watch a TV show or a movie and I go, oh, I know that actor or actress.
Mm-hmm.
I pause the movie, get my phone. Oh, what? Oh, they were in this. That's how I know them.
Yes.
And also sometimes I have a bad habit of reading the trivia. Again, I pause the movie.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
watching to read
Yeah.
it's like, do it afterwards.
Yeah. It's like reading the last page of a book before you
Right.
open it.
Yeah. It's like, just wait. Because sometimes the trivia is on, like, the background of it. It's like, oh, they paid so many people. Just like Bradley Cooper was in a couple that I just read regarding Licorice Pizza and another movie. Leonardo DiCaprio was actually offered the role, but Bradley Cooper came in and took it. And in both cases,
Got
it
it.
mentioned, Nightmare Alley. Both were
Okay.
offered to Leonardo, and both end up going to Bradley Cooper.
Interesting.
So, and how are you using Internet Movie Database? Do you pause your movie to read?
No.
Because I know you use it too.
Yeah. I mostly use it to make lists. Because most apps. I'm sorry. I'm like going in and out. I'm very confused.
Oh, because of
The headphones. So I'm like, yeah, I mostly use it just to make lists, and because you can make lists of certain actors too. And so when I like making lists, we talked about this, and I know I can't say the word, but I'm just going to keep on plowing through. I enjoy it so that I can see, like, these are the actors that I really like, and then I can click on them and see what other movies they're in. That's kind of
Okay.
what I use it for. And so when someone's like, who's your favorite actor? Like, and obviously when people ask you those questions, my mind goes blank. So I'm like, I have no idea. And I have too many of them to keep
So
track.
you don't say Scarlett Johansson?
Oh, I do say Scarlett Johansson and Elizabeth Olsen. But there's so many of them. So then I just go to the list and then I can see, oh, well, what movies do you want to see that they just happen to be in, you know?
I have a list right here.
Yeah.
Any other app? What's your other app that
Okay.
you're watching?
Other app?
You get, well, we just went Internet Movie Database, so
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
get to bring up the next one.
Okay, so I know that you use this one as well because you just invited me to, I don't even know what. Neither of us.
We're testing it out right now because you mentioned it a couple weeks ago.
I did because I found it and literally read like the description in the App Store. I'm pulling it up right now. And I was like, this is everything I've been looking for because it has TV shows and movies, books, and podcasts. And I've been looking for something that also has
The
There-
app is likewise while she's looking at what comment is happening right now on YouTube
I'm
Live.
sorry, I
That's
get
okay.
distracted easily. They're just talking to each other. Yeah, it's called Likewise, and again, it's interesting because here, what I wrote down about it. It's you're not rating the content, which I find interesting. You're just I mean, yeah, you can put a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Right, but it's not
But it's not
a
like...
score.
Right. You can write something about it as well, but it's more if you would recommend it, and then you share with your followers, which is just Chris and I.
Right. We followed each other.
We do. And I guess you can make lists,
Yes.
but it doesn't... My thing with it is it doesn't intertwine. You can't make a list with both movies, TV shows, and books and podcasts.
Right, they're 3 separate entities.
Yes, because I would really like that if I could add books to lists. But
I see that.
yeah, that was not coherent at all. I apologize.
I have to say, the app I absolutely love, and I think I got you to try this out at least, was TV Time.
Yeah.
I always tell everyone they should use TV Time. It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
What I really like about it, there was another one called Hobby, H-O-B-I, that was, it's similar, but if a new show came out, they didn't always stay on top of putting the new show in the catalog.
Yeah.
Where TV Time is on top of it. It is so awesome. And once you say you want to watch a series, it then puts it in kind of like your queue, and as you watch episodes, it ticks them off. So you can actually go back, like I was preparing for the show, and I'm like, what did I watch? And I could go back and check my history. Now, there's times where I've completed shows or started it, and I'm like, you have to make sure you put it in here so you remember that you watched it.
Right.
Because there's so many things on that you trip across, and it's like, oh, this was awesome. And then 3 days later, it's like, I watched something awesome, and I can't tell you what it was.
Right.
Because I have no idea. But one of my favorite things is some of the comments that are in it, and you can put memes in it and have discussions on the episode or the series.
Yes, I do like that.
But the nice thing that I like about it is that when a show is done, it says you're finished.
That's nice, yeah.
And if this season's completed, it just says you're all caught up. Which is nice, because sometimes you don't know. Like I also, and I didn't talk about this, watch Search Party. The last season of Search Party this past week. It's such a good show. It's on HBO Max. But when I finished it, I went, oh, it said you're finished. They must have ended it, which is, I think it's time, so it makes sense. But then I had to go over to the website Futon Critic to confirm, yes, it's canceled. Okay, I'm good. It was just like...
all in one breath.
There's so much out there, and there's so much misinformation, like even sometimes in all the chats, that you don't know what information is correct or not sometimes about if a show is coming on or not. On Twitter, there's people trying to say Derek's coming back to Grey's Anatomy all the time. It's like, stop it. And people think he is.
Yeah. I got a notification, and it was like, Derek's going to be resurrected. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. It's like, stop this. We don't need this.
No.
If you have another app, you have a minute and a half to share.
Okay. I recently just found this one for the sake of this, but I actually do like it. Normally I like apps that are also websites because I have a storage issue on my phone and I can't keep apps for long,
Yeah.
But basically it is called Watchworthy, and it's TV shows, and it gives you put in a bunch of TV shows that you like or you don't like, and then it gives you a percentage of if it's like 80% worthy for you to watch, or if it's 49% worthy for you to watch.
Nice.
And it's great. Oh, and Deegan just mentioned Letterboxd, which,
I was thinking about that. Yeah, because that is so for him. I could definitely see him liking that app.
He just got the, annual roundup with, hours. Oh, my God, it's ridiculous.
All right, you are listening to WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, a broadcast service of Harper College and its Board of Trustees. This is Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris. The thoughts and ideas presented on the show are our own and not necessarily reflective of the opinions of WHCM, Harper College, or its Board of Trustees. We can either play something or just keep talking if you want. We're really good either way right now.
Okay, we can keep talking.
Because what we should talk about is there's no in-person classes the first week of school.
I have an in-person class.
You do? Is it a lab?
Yep.
Yep. I was just at a meeting where they said the labs were probably going to be on campus.
Yep. And it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not a morning person. It's the CNA. I'm very excited to do it, and it's 4 hours. I'm scared.
I will send you all sorts of positive thoughts and vibes on that one.
Thanks.
Yeah, so for everyone else, you should have already received notification from your instructor, or you will, I think, by tomorrow, that we're telling you the truth. There's no in-person. But as Nina mentioned, there are labs that still do have some in-person classes.
Yes, and I believe tomorrow or the 16th is the day that they're going to tell us if it's for 2 weeks or not.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Deegan just said that his complete watch time from Letterboxd was 864 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that probably isn't even everything.
No, that's probably not everything.
That's just a guess, but I would say that's probably not everything.
No.
All right, so now we're here on Streaming Verse. You remember you can tune to, I'm trying to get with the remembering to say YouTube Live, Harper Radio channel, if you want to check us out there. You can watch us live right now, or if you just tuned in, you can find it uploaded about a couple hours after the show and head over to YouTube and you can see it then. Right now we're going to discuss things that we're excited about coming out, and there's actually a few good ones. I'm so excited right now.
Go for it.
So excited. First, I'm going to share you the thing I'm not excited about.
Okay.
Emily in Paris has been renewed for seasons 3 and 4.
Stop it. For 2? Right out of the gate.
2 more seasons, yes. I am convinced somebody has pictures of somebody, because this is on location in Paris. There's got to be an exorbitant budget for this show. All the clothes that she wears, which I'm sure are probably also like loaned versus purchased because of the advertising. Although I really did like the French actress who is in it. I do like the fact that they speak French and, you know, they're not making them all speak English, which is awesome. But it's been renewed. But first up, I'm so excited about this show. It's Resident Alien with Alan Tudyk. It is on Sci-Fi Channel, but you can watch it on Peacock. Okay. It's the second season. It starts in 13 days. It's about this alien who's taken form of a human being and is here to destroy the Earth and often fights with an 8-year-old. It is
oh my gosh.
Awesome. And he can't get the cadence or the dialect perfectly, and he says something that I can't say on the radio because he's swearing, but I now say it all the time, like when I'm annoyed with something, and it makes me laugh.
That's amazing.
But it's the best part, I think, sometimes is shows where he threatens to kill this kid all the time. But it's so funny, it's like there's, you know, nothing inappropriate about it, but it makes it funnier.
Right.
Because he's like, I want to kill you.
What's this called?
It's called Resident Alien.
Resident Alien. Okay.
Yeah. Similar to like the play on words with Reservation Dogs, he's a doctor. So he's the resident doctor, but he's an alien. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. 13 days. Yay. What are you looking forward to watching?
Oof. Okay. I have a couple things. I had to do quite a bit of research for this because I was like, what am I excited for? I have no idea. Okay. I don't have HBO Max. My brother, cries himself to sleep every night about it, that we don't have it. He's very upset about it. But
now we all know.
Yeah. He's in the comments. He's going to say something. But Euphoria... Oh. Well, okay, that wasn't Deegan, but there's a lot of capitals that I'll get to in a second. Euphoria, I really want to watch. So...
It started last Sunday.
I know.
It was so good.
I know, I want to see it so bad. So, Deegan just commented, I do cry. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to, hopefully, maybe if Deegan doesn't have any money, I'd say we could split the cost, but I'm probably going to end up buying it anyway, so whatever.
So you wait another month.
Till it's all out.
Right, yeah.
And
or towards, you only have to have it for 1 or 2 months or something like that, yeah.
Or just do, a free trial at some point, you know? I don't know.
They don't really do that with HBO Max.
My brother did it once, and that's how I watched Euphoria.
Okay, yeah. I think when it first came out, they were pushing it and everything like that. But it's hard. Like,
Yeah. Sorry, I don't understand the lingo that he's... He has a Swiss account?
who has a Swiss account?
Deegan...
Oh, Deegan has a Swiss bank account, so he's got a secret account somewhere.
Oh! Yeah, right. He wishes. I'm also looking forward to Marvel's Eternals is finally on Disney Plus, and
okay.
It is rated the worst Marvel movie ever.
It was just in the theaters. It
It
has
was.
to be bad.
Yes.
Like, I mean, like, it came out last month, I think.
Literally. And it says a lot that me and my brother have not seen it in the
Yeah.
theaters. So I'm interested to see that. Also, because I just got Apple TV Plus, there's a new Tragedy of Macbeth coming out tomorrow. And so I was like, Denzel Washington's in it?
That's on Apple Plus?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's in the theaters, too. Interesting. I
Really?
didn't know that they did things at the same time. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So I was excited to watch that.
So, you know how I knew I was super excited about stuff, which is why I recommended this, is because in TV time, you can see what's coming out in
Yes.
so many days.
Yes.
And I was scrolling and saw Ozark, which is out in 8 days.
Mm.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, 35 days. So I was like, oh, I'm so excited.
Yes.
And then Resident Alien, which you have no idea the joy in my heart that Resident Alien is coming back.
Amazing.
I just think Alan, do you know who Alan Tudyk is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. I
Some people know who he is, but not his name. That's why I was making sure.
No,
I knew you probably knew who he was.
I know his name, but I'm not putting a face like right to his name right now.
Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball.
Yep. Got it.
That's why I was asking.
Got it. Yep. Oh, okay. Joel Cohen?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how? Apparently Deegan met him. What does that have to do with anything, Deegan?
What is Joel Cole?
Who is that? What is
Like
he
the
in?
Coen brothers?
I have no idea. While we're waiting on his
Yes.
response, I am excited for Killing Eve.
Killing Eve. February 27th.
February 27th. Yes. So excited.
And you have Apple TV Plus. I'm not Apple TV.
AMC
Plus.
Plus. So I'll be able to watch.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Did you ever watch the Silent Night movie?
Not yet. Because I still haven't gotten the AMC Plus login.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh no. Deegan met Alan Tudyk.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
When did you meet Alan Tudyk?
We all want to know.
Joel Cohen directed Macbeth. Okay.
Gotcha.
Did he do the voice of
A bird.
no, that Star Wars character that Deegan was obsessed with? It was a robot.
He does a lot of voice acting, so I don't know. It could be.
That's probably at Star Wars Celebration. What is his name? The K3 K2SO. K2SO, I got it. Nice. Congrats, Deegan. Real quick, before I get yelled at for not saying this, Mars is excited about Critical Role's animated series, The Legend of Vox Machina. I said it correctly. Which is coming on Amazon Prime January 28th.
Good to know.
I'll watch it. I'm excited.
No, it's all good stuff. Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing.
Yeah.
We love any type of audience interaction we can get, so
yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Is Deegan interested in watching anything coming out soon? Type fast, Deegan.
Deegan, type fast.
Type faster.
Fast.
Is he typing? Can you see if
I
he's
can't see if he's typing.
I tell you, that's the one thing if you have which I know you have an iPhone, and you have an Android friend,
Yes.
it's like, I don't know if they're responding, because you can
Yeah.
always see the 3 dots with an iPhone.
Deegan said he's excited for Pam and Tommy. I don't know if that's a movie TV series or where it's going to be.
Pam and Tommy.
Pam and Tommy.
Are you serious?
What?
That's, I'm guessing, Tommy Lee Jones and Pamela Anderson. Like, about them, I'm guessing.
Is it? New Lord of the Rings.
That's not Pam and Tommy.
No, that's... What?
Deegan, you're throwing us off.
You're not making any sense right now. Are those
It's
two
a drama
separate things?
miniseries.
Okay.
And yeah, it's them.
It's with Lily James. That's what he just said.
Yeah. Oh, it is with Lily James. Oh, and Sebastian Stan.
Ooh, Bucky.
Seth Rogen. Nick
What?
Offerman. Taylor Schilling.
Nick Offerman?
I think we should all be excited about
Wait,
Pam and Tommy.
What streaming service is this coming on?
We should all be very excited about this. It's not telling me what I'm looking at, what streaming service it's on.
Is it a series or a movie?
It's a drama series. It's a
Drama
miniseries.
series.
It's a biographical drama, black comedy, crime, and romance.
Okay, that sounds great. Directed by the guy who did Cruella. Oh, okay, so I'll like it. Cruella is one of my favorite movies. And I, Tonya. Okay.
So we're in.
Yeah, great. Thanks,
We just
Deegan.
don't know what channel it's on.
No, Deegan.
Deegan, type fast.
Deegan.
Oh, Hulu.
Hulu. You just said it.
we said it at the same time. He typed it at the same time. We were all in unison at that moment.
We're-
Yeah, nothing else I can think of that's coming out soon. There was a lot of stuff that I'm still excited about coming, but it's over 35 days. I did Marvelous
Yeah.
Mrs. I'm really interested to see what Marvelous Mrs. Maisel's going to do for this season.
Mhm.
I hope that the big downer of the pandemic does not put a big downer on the writing of the show.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everything is just so... I think that's why I'm excited about Resident Alien, because it's a comedy.
Right.
And I need to laugh. But I've noticed, so many things are such bummers. Like Euphoria is a bummer, but it's supposed to be a bummer.
Right.
But it was so good. I'm sorry.
So excited.
So good.
I'm so excited to watch it. And I'm so impatient.
Speaking of that, I don't remember which. I was playing around with apps, and I think it might be the Likewise one.
Mhm.
And I had to put my interest in what things I liked. And I did comedy, romantic comedy, and sci-fi, my typical type stuff. Then it recommended a movie, said based on me liking high school and teen dramas. And I'm like, I did not put that in there. Now I do like them, but I'm insulted that you put it in there.
You're offended. Oh my gosh.
I mean, let's face it. I'm watching Euphoria. I
Yeah.
love Teenage Bounty Hunter.
Oh my gosh, that
Like-
show is so good though.
But it's all teen. I mean, obviously the actors aren't that young, but that's what it's set in, which is... So it's like, I'm upset that you know that I like this
Yeah.
stuff, and I didn't tell you that I like this stuff. This is wrong.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Pam and Tommy sounds good. Thanks for sharing that, Deegan.
Yeah.
And what was the one that Mars shared?
It is based on the it's called The Legend of Vox Machina. It's based on the Critical Role D&D series that they do live on Twitch, which airs tonight,
Okay.
Thursday nights.
There used to be like a YouTube show, I think, that was based on that. I think a while ago.
Vox Machina?
Yeah, I think so.
They air it after they do the live stream on Twitch. They air it on YouTube.
Maybe that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's probably it. I just remember hearing about that because someone said because I am a fan of Battlestar Galactica, I would like it.
Really?
Yes, I think I watched some of it and went, the two have nothing to do with each other. Why did someone tell me this? But that's what I remember somebody telling me. 'Cause I'm a huge Battlestar Galactica fan. Like, I didn't watch the first... Do you even know what that is?
I do know what it
Okay,
is.
I didn't watch the first series, but I watched the second one, and I've seen it twice already through.
Nice. Nice.
It's fun rewatching a series, although it's hard when they're many seasons. Like, I think I've watched The West Wing twice since it's been available streaming, and it's like 8 seasons.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And 24 episodes. That's when you realize how much things have changed. Because when you watch the series like you just watched, Dickinson, When it's 22 minutes and it's only 10 episodes, that's one thing. But when you're watching West Wing, which is about 45 minutes, 24 episodes, it's like, how did our attention spans last this long?
Right. That's, yeah. Agent Carter, I think, is 45 minutes. But there's only 2 seasons, and the amount of times that I have rewatched it is just sad. So many times.
All right, we are going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back to wrap it up. You're listening to Streaming Verse here on WHCM. Stay tuned when we will be back in just a minute.
Hello there. Have you ever been playing a video game, and while playing you start listening to the soundtrack and went,
"That's really good music. I wish someone would play this type of stuff on the radio."
Well, good news. I will be playing some music from video games on the radio. The show is called 8-Bit Beats, and I am the host, William O'Keefe. Make sure to press start on your radio and select 88.3 FM Harper Radio every Thursday at 6 p.m. to listen to some catchy tunes.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
And we are back, Streaming Verse with Nina and Chris here on WHCM. You can catch us on YouTube live on the Harper Radio channel.
Yep.
I'm like, are you there?
Nope.
And even though I'm trying to think of like some, newsworthy things to add to our show, it's so warm out. It's 40 degrees. Well, 36 right now, but it's a heat wave here. So trying to explain that to somebody, it's like it was 1 degree a week ago.
Right.
It's going to stay in the 20s for the next few days. I'm excited.
That's great.
I got nothing else.
I'm trying to...
Other than I've been watching Discovery of Witches like a maniac. And have decided that it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer on a better budget.
Okay, writing that down. What is that on?
AMC Plus.
Perfect. I know you said that, but
it's a fun show. I shouldn't say fun. There's witches, vampires, demons, whatnot.
That's so
everything
fun.
is deep and serious and meaningful.
Right.
But at one point, this is a spoiler, but not that big of a spoiler. No. So he has something that's called blood rage.
Okay.
So he doesn't do something because of his blood rage, which I will not get into because that's a deep spoiler. But all I could think of was, is this just like Buffy the Vampire Slayer with Angel, and Buffy? I'm like, so that's the same plot. And then they drink wine all the time, and it's like, why do vampires drink wine all the time?
Is it red wine?
It's always red freaking wine, yes.
Predictable, yeah.
It's like, why are vampires always drinking? And I think it's because, for some reason, drinking has become the norm on TV in general.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
there's lots of it.
There's a lot of it. But especially with vampires. Like, if you ever watch Vampire Diaries or the originals, drinking all the time. Well, it's kind of the same with Jessica Jones. She drinks all the time.
She has a problem. She most
they at
definitely
least
has
say it's a problem on there, though.
Well,
she doesn't.
No,
everyone else does.
It should be addressed more.
True. Yeah, she drinks a lot.
Yeah.
Not red wine either.
No.
But it's for the same type of reason, though, I think, as that the vampires do in all the different shows. The tragedy of their lives.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on.
So anything else going on you want to share, talk about as we wrap up the show today?
Nope, I think next week I'm bringing my own headphones because this is driving me crazy.
It's driving you crazy. You can always try to steal the ones next to you. Like the other.
That's a good point.
Do it right now. Just see if it's any better. Just test it out. I'll just keep talking. I can do that, no problem. Trying to think anything else that I watched. Oh, Search Party. If anyone has seen Search Party or haven't seen it, it's actually a really good show. It is 4 different seasons. And basically every season is a different premise. And this last one, Dory died for 39 seconds and she thinks she has seen the universe and is wonderful. Is that better?
I can hear you.
Yay!
It's so great.
So I was just telling everyone they should watch Search Party and why it's good.
I write everything you say down and then I go home
And
nothing happens.
yeah. Well, and that one's HBO Max, so you're going to have a harder time with that. Same with Chillin' Island. That's HBO Max, too.
I'm really just manifesting that I get HBO Max.
Apparently. Well, you manifested AMC Plus.
And I didn't even know it was a thing.
Right. Because we got Killing Eve, which we're
Exactly.
both super excited about.
So excited.
It's the last season for that, too.
And usually I would be very sad hearing that, but I feel like even season 3, which was the last season of Killing Eve, if it ended right there, I would have been happy. Like,
Yeah.
of course I want more content of them because I
Right.
love the show, but I feel like the storyline, they weren't overdoing it if it stopped.
Mhm.
It was just a good way to end where they left it open-ended. You can choose to believe whatever you want.
Right. Yeah. That's why it's the same way with Fleabag. I was fine with it being done after 2 seasons. It was done. It looked good. And in general, BBC shows tend to only be
A couple seasons. Yeah.
which I think is good because then we don't get Grey's Anatomy issues.
Yeah.
I was telling you this before the show. I was watching an old episode of Grey's Anatomy. I was working out and it was just on, so I put it on. And looking into Meredith Grey's eyes as she looked at Dreamy, I thought, wow, she actually looks like she wants to be there. Versus the Meredith Grey we have now and Ellen Pompeo,
Yeah.
right? She looks like she wants to end it now. She looks
Yes. She is dead inside.
yeah. She is. She is dead inside.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
But I don't even know when it's coming back on either. Because it wasn't on the coming back soon. Oh,
I
I
have
think
no
it's
idea.
like the same time as Killing Eve, and we're fine just cutting them off.
Yeah. Mars said for the BBC, not like Doctor Who that's been on for over 53 years.
Tis true. Tis true. Doctor Who always comes back. Always comes back.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy is 42 days. Killing Eve is 45 days. So, yeah.
Well, Killing Eve takes...
The Boys is coming back, too. 140 days?
The Voice or the Boys?
The Boys.
Okay, I've never seen that.
Amazon Prime? You've never seen The Boys?
No.
You're a Marvel fan.
I am.
It's not Marvel,
No.
but it's kind of the monetizing and corporate franchising and like a corporate entity of superheroes. So, of course, it's corrupt. Outlander's 52 days. Yes.
Oh, Deegan's seen The Boys.
I think that's why I was looking at you like that, because I think we've talked about it, but he was probably in the station
Yeah.
when we talked about it. Yeah. Voice is good. Really?
I'm still having issues.
All right. We're going to close out the show, but we're going to test out something over there because I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, hold on, everybody. So, you've been listening to Streaming Verse here on WHCM 88.3 FM, Palatine, Illinois, broadcast service of Harper College and its Board of Trustees. Listen to the lovely tones of Oat Milk here for a minute by DJ Double Dip, which you can find on SoundCloud, while I help Nina test out her mic. So we're going to do some technical workshop in here for a second. can't hear it in here, and I should be able to. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. Oh, I don't have it on me. Never mind. All right, my great idea to test something out has just been canceled because I didn't bring my headsets. I think if you use the bigger adapter over there, it might be helpful. I'm wondering if it's that specific connection. See how there's like the two different types of connectors you can use?
That's got to be it, because every time I even go near, it like...
Right. So you can bring your own headsets, but I'll also bring adapters next week so we can try that out.
Great.
It's always something. It's always something on this show. But again, thanks everyone for watching Streaming Verse. We will be back next week with more fun topics. Remember, if you missed the show, you can always go to YouTube, look for the Harper Radio channel, and catch our latest shows. Have a great Thursday and stay healthy.
Yes.
Do the best you can. Mm-hmm. All right, have a good night, everyone.